See, we have to hold. Everyone, clutch your seat right now.
Happening? Okay, we're not.
Because
Okay,
it's
we're
time
doing
for
game.
RJ and Anameru. That's
you know
right. That was the hype.
That's the hype. All right, Tag, you're it. We're out of here. Choco and I are out of here. It's all you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Got another one of these even seeded matchups here for us. RJ versus Anameru.
I'm actually really surprised Anameru got in here. Oh yeah, sorry. Like I said, I'm really surprised Anameru got in because they beat Elio, who has been kind of on like the rising tear for Puyo versus Puyo. And Donna played Puyo, from what I understand. So it's like doubly impressive. Beat Elio.
Yeah, and as Amy said in chat, this is actually just Chrono Cross versus Cataclysm. When we transition to the match, it's going to be an IGN video, both the reviews. Whoever gets a better score is who's going to win the match.
We're going to load up some Mugen. You got what's the name, Surge in Chrono Cross, like the main character?
That's true, but here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry guys, I fooled you. If you're a fan of IGN, you're now a fan of Puzzle Kingdom.
Did you say Puzzle Kingdom is the IGN of puzzle games? That's pretty sus of you.
No, I just said because, you know, I was talking about IGN. I was like, if you love them, you're gonna love this, which isn't even a guarantee. But RJ coming in with this classic sailboat start here. Very interesting. Bring it to the mainstream.
Oh yeah, I like small pokes early because a lot of Puyo players don't know what to do with small early attacks if they can't get their key form off right away. But I don't think Ana is that type of player to get scared if they can't build how they want to immediately. Because you can already see right now, like that's like very easily accessible dig. Actually, oh my god, the purple's finally come in. It's gonna link all the way down to the greens and the reds. Actually, this is very scary because it's gonna be 6. The down stack is gonna be needed, but there's no damage to defend. But you kind of see right there why you're saying even just like a single early is not very effective against Puyo because it doesn't really give you that much.
Yeah, it's a waiting game. Once margin kicks in and once you're later into the match, definitely more to do there. But ooh, rough miss drops coming in from RJ, giving Anameru an opportunity to extend their chain.
Yeah, you take those with Ana though, because Tetris miss dropping is like the safe haven of a Puyo player. Like hell yeah, no, I get to try and survive the margin, just a little bit easier each time.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a couple of chains come through from Anameru, perfectly canceling these sends. I think there's a little bit more that she's firing off every time. It's just perfectly reflecting these back. But looks like that trend ends now.
Yeah, I still think I give favor to Anameru just for the survival this round, because here's the take about early T-spin double setups like TKI and Puyo. It takes a long time for that T-spin to happen. Right, because you have to hold all the way down. I actually think certain openers in Tetris are baits because of it. Because you take in like how much time Ana had to like build all that up during that TKI start.
Yeah.
All perfect, all clear.
Alright, nice. Got that 4 chain all clear coming through. And just in time for an RJ misdrop. Very interesting. We can see if Anameru fishes for the second one here. Looks like they were trying. Might still be possible with firing off that damage.
Yeah, but I think they can't go for it now because they might just kill themselves if they do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit too greedy at this point. I try to convert this into a bit of a longer chain. Just like RJ is converting into a count to 4 to bring it down.
Man, that almost a little bit greedy on that purple since it's really coming back to bite Ana, but the perfect green red, that's a skill diff. Allow Honor to survive. Almost topped herself out because their 13th row, or 12th row got covered, so she couldn't get over on the 13th.
Yep, but still making it through. RJ trying to find this pressure at the top of the board. Through that little piece of cheese here into the clean garbage. Anameru.
Such a good stack.
Anameru, I'd say it's a cheese, but dude, it doesn't work like that. The Puyo sends are normally cheesier, so it depends. Like, look at that right there. It's pretty bad to work through if you're on Tetris, but I'm confident that RJ can get through it. Already look like they're starting their down stack here.
I feel like the hard part is, I believe power chains send cleaner trash, but Ana hasn't really done powers. They've all been a lot of single clears, so trash is a little bit messier.
Yeah, that's what was being talked about last night on stream. How it looked like the commentators were talking about how it looks like powers are generally cleaner on the sense. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I am like 99% sure that is true. Because look how sloppy the board is from the 4 chains. With like last night, those powers would have sent like 2 clean wells.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm shocked that that's something that I hadn't heard about before. But you're gonna be hearing about this chain if you're here at home, because it just topped RJ out.
I think it's because 32 March time hasn't really been a thing yet before, right? And usually Puyo players are dead before that damage really matters or comes into play. For a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just one of those things you learn because the game has now allowed you to learn it to play for once. Oh, that's a lot of damage though.
But RJ's on cleanup right here. You have to work through these misdrops, which is again, giving Anameru a little bit more time to construct. But now the garbage is coming back in. He's got to adjust it, make sure their chain can still trigger.
Yeah, the hard part is Ana can't actually get down all the way to their red. They can get to the blues to activate to the red, but it's a bunch of just constant cuts. Oh, it actually covered the blue, which is real bad. The living though.
Alright, clearing through.
Yeah, look how much dirty that like long power 3 was compared to like a multi-pop power. Or damage output, excuse me.
Okay, and I guess that's the closest equivalent you'll get to a Puyo color clear. Kind of unfortunate that she wouldn't have had the damage bonus, but either way, damage to that chain enough. I believe it was a 5, enough to knock RJ out.
Yeah, especially in this format, like 5 chains are just so scary. I actually think single 5s might be one of the better ways to go about it, just because they send so much great stuff.
Yeah, and here's another thing that RJ does, the anchor. It's so clean.
So, Ana actually, I think, was trying to rush to their chain, because it was 3 rows of trash, right? So she actually lived, if she doesn't put that piece down right there.
Dang.
And angles it differently. I think she actually killed herself.
That's so unfortunate.
You hate to see it, especially in like these kind of matches that are super momentum based.
Yeah, absolutely. But looks like chain coming here, optimizing there for that trash to extend the chain a little bit more. Sending RJ a little bit of garbage. Unfortunately, going into the misdrop. And Anameru has attack ready just for this while he's on the recovery. Ooh, interesting compromise right there. They're not continuing the clean 6-3, which could have been done with a skim.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised too, because like the misdrop wasn't that hard to, or it's not that bad to clean up, but maybe they saw something we didn't.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe they just figured this was an easier way out because they could take a couple of triples and try and stun her a little bit.
Yeah, and Ana did use all of her resources, so he's not at immediate danger right away to like get down. He can maybe clean up a little bit, get some better actions, some better attacks.
Yeah, but I think at this point, we're getting close, or we're at margin. So these 3 chains here, kinda hurting. That was a huge power too.
Oh yeah, look how clean that trash was with the power too. Oh, and he's dead. I hope you saw it, because it was going quick.
Yeah, not just cleanup duty right there. In fact, just dealing that blow. Going up 5-1 right now in this losers round 6. The top 8 match right here. So first to 11.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, it's looking kind of brutal right now for RJ. Like 5-1 leads are nothing to shriek at, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. But ooh, chaining a little bit rough here for Anameru. Able to get the perfect piece set. Moving down, continuing to dig. And RJ, are they gonna do it?
I think they're
They
rushing for damage out.
Oh my god.
Do it. You gotta kill her here because she's covered. She can't get down right away, but she gave the extend. You're running out of time. Oh my god, I think she got it.
Look at that setup right there. There's definitely a name for that. I just call it a double cube because you got 3 T-spin doubles right there.
Oh, I like that name actually. I'm about this. That's the new name. I've decided. RJ's like 2 combo actually was like.
They call it Trinity. I thought there was a name that played off of DT cannon since the setup's similar to a DT.
I know there's BT Cannon.
Yeah, BT Cannon is a very interesting looking setup.
I kind of like it. Gonna be honest, I've built like BT before when I was like first starting Tetris. I'm like, man, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it is some funky stuff. Main attractiveness is the PC loop right there. That 2-chain blowing RJ off the board. Now that lead's extending up to 6-1.
BT Cannon is not the furry opener. I'm sorry, chat. But I have to say, I almost wonder if that Trinity was a little greedy from RJ, because Mana was so high up with no immediate way to access any chain potential. I can't wonder if he really needed to go for it over, like, I want to say a more basic
if it were my opinion, it would probably have been safer for him to try and find a combo to get down. Because he had a decent amount of garbage on his board. If he comboed down and started up another clean 6-3 stack, it would have allowed him to continue to accentuate pressure when Anameru got to a better spot. Or during that time, if the combo was large enough, it could have killed.
I agree with that. That makes sense. It's so rough because Anameru has been really good with like creating these little L shapes with her Puyo pieces. And because they're L's, right, they have more than one way to pop. Like you can pop it from multiple sides or even like different
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like a very flexible form that you can use to kind of go with the flow as RJ uses more of these sends.
And I feel like one of the big things of this matchup is, as a Tetris player, you want to make sure they don't have options. So if your Puyo opponent's always finding options, you're immediately behind almost.
Yeah.
What can you do? Oh, RJ slows down a little bit every now and again. I can't help but wonder if it's just hurrying them more than it helps.
Yeah, potentially. I'm also wondering if this is like a thing where he's taking time to think, or if he's intentionally stalling because he thinks it might be an improvement.
That is fair.
It's just the games of guessing the minds of what's exactly going on in the player's head.
Yes, it's hard to tell. So I feel like RJ has had some pretty sick setups. I like the 2 combo he did earlier. After the, I think it was like T-spin 2. Sent a lot of damage, covered up Ana. Like, so there's clearly aware of this. But it's kind of scary. I always get terrified when the Tetris player stops.
Yeah, it's understandable, especially because usually when a Tetris player stops in this matchup, I've noticed it's either because they want to tank a smaller send from the Puyo player, or they have a combo lined up and they're waiting for damage to come in from Puyo to cancel. And if you time your canceling correctly, you can actually get a lot of damage off of the chain.
It's very true. Especially like if it's like a power chain, you get the clean trash. There are scary down stacks. Like give like Puyo players nightmares. Those are Twitter clips where like Puyo players go on Twitter like, wow, this matchup's so fair, smile.
Yeah, but it looks like it's getting a little bit more fair here with this setting adjustment. I'm just saying, over the past few days that I've been watching this stuff, it's been very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But man, RJ locked himself in. No IRS in this game, so they can't spin that eyepiece.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunately another top out for them.
They almost had it. I think the main issue is they used the first eyepiece, and the second one came at the media started 7 bag, and so they just got like the 14 piece gap. Otherwise, they're down with that Tetris. It hurts. You hate to see it.
Yep, absolutely. And as you see, RJ tanking that bit of damage right there with that slight pause we were just talking about.
Oh, he's looking for the double setup, but not gonna get to you. I think he realized he's still a little lopsided for it. Oh, he's real good. It's gonna be hard to get down for Ana. She doesn't have any reds.
Yeah, definitely drawing in that color. I'm probably hoping to take advantage of these blues to kind of dig a little bit, but that's gonna call it. RJ sending just that one piece of nuisance. It ruined her entire plan, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of like the bane of those kind of like long pillars you see. They technically take trash really well until they get covered, and then they're really hard to dig out of.
Yeah, it's just like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. For those familiar with a stair build where it's just a bunch of long pillars like that, it's known for being great for taking early damage, but it falls off heavily if you take later damage. Oh, this is not gonna fall. That is a big 5.
Yeah, this is big 5 chain, and with these misdrops in on RJ's side, it would be super hard to recover from. It's another round for Anameru. 3 points away for her to take this set and move on as we get later into top 8. Or RJ needs those 8 points to get a sick nasty comeback.
I'm gonna give RJ some belief because this set started off kind of like with a just immediate 5-round lead for Ana, but has not grown, which means RJ is definitely playing better, but he's got to play better enough to, you know, close the gap.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't think RJ had played a PvP match in the tournament since they got knocked into losers from Void in winner's side. So their most recent match was versus Dom and Tetris, so potentially just had to get worn back up a bit for the PvT matchup.
I can believe it, and let's be honest, playing Void, if you have not ever played like the Puyo matchup, or it's your first match of the day doing it, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be painful.
Yeah, absolutely. Void is a menace. RJ also menaced to that round, taking that point, and yeah, Dream getting a little bit more close to reality for him. Anameru looking to close this out. Only 3 more points needed. She's done it before. Interesting early 2-pop. Just keeping the board clean from garbage for now. Restructuring that chain.
Ooh, that kind of is a little rough, though. It's kind of odd to tank. Very scary, but the yells are coming. Oh, she can't actually do it because the trash did come in. They got blocked. Oh gosh, that's terrifying.
Nope, at least able to get to the trigger point. Unfortunately,
Look
cut
at
her
that.
away. She definitely had plans for that.
Yeah, the issue is now, like, the trash is still, like, it didn't clear out enough. So she has to rely on, like, her top board until she can eventually clear out enough to get to her other resources.
Yeah, but that was a pretty lucrative fortune right there. Spiked up RJ a lot with some cheese. This is her opportunity. Get like a 3-chain in here. RJ's not prepared with something to cancel its curtains, and there we go, just like that.
Oh man, this is so painful right now. Because like, I want to see the gap close. I love it when sets are close, right? But Ana is just giving no opportunity for them to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I normally think about Tetris players slaying, but you know, if Puyo's acting quick enough, it can absolutely screw up the Tetris player. And I think we're seeing that right here.
Oh yeah, just enough to cover the pillar. Like I said, like easy for early damage, but the late game damage it hurts. Cause look at how much clear she's had to do just to get down to it.
Yeah,
And
definitely a lot of digging having to go on when could have executed some chain stuff. But maybe a little bit of a breather. RJ has his misdrop to work through. Had to clear a couple singles, giving her the opportunity to accentuate this dig.
Oh, it's a good dig too. Cause look at that, she's all the way down. Is she gonna get an
Yep,
extend
and,
off it?
Yep, creating this extension right here. Very nice. And now back to building up what she's been waiting for this entire time, I believe.
Truly amazing.
RJ is back on the offensive right now, so she is going to have to be wary of that.
Oh god, I thought she killed herself on accident for a second there. But she's living, dude. That is
Looks like moving off more of this chain here. Just keeping RJ up high enough to where they don't have a lot to work with, but still giving her more time to try and execute this big chain, which I know she probably wants.
Oh yeah, she wants it so bad. It's so close to being ready, but she just can't get down yet. Oh, there you go. She's only alive. She can't get the full thing. You might kill RJ though, right here.
Yeah, I think she's starting to realize now that it might not be worth greeting for the entire thing. That 5 is going to be enough. RJ can't find the down stack. There's your 10th point. Match point now for Anameru in this top 8 match.
Oh yeah, he's looking super Anameru time right now.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're RJ right now, you kind of want to find it. You kind of want to find the secret sauce that you've been waiting for. You want to find a way to see if he can counter this sort of play style. Definitely trying to keeping this back to back with the anchor. I find using the anchor very interesting whenever someone does it. It's something that you rarely see, except for openers like this, and I feel like it's used a lot.
You know, you actually just made me realize something about strategies. You haven't really seen RJ go for any perfect clear stuff we've been seeing it for the other Tetris players.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder if it's just because of RJ's chosen skill set. Because normally if you're a Tetris player, you don't have to learn PC to be successful. Unless you want to go for score runs in a mode like Ultra.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have found recently that at least in 32-second Margin around this time that using a double perfect clear loop is quite effective, especially when you start off with an opener like a Gamashiro or MS2.
Yeah, especially
Triple double
because,
openers.
just because like it forces out all the resources from Ana early, it means you can't defend yourself trying to get to that margin time. Oh god, he's so high up there right now. There's no
It makes me wonder how RJ would be doing if they start incorporating some PCs in at least earlier until like close to margin hitting, if they could loop it that far. But unfortunately for RJ, Anameru winning the set 11-4. She's moving on and top